David Richmond Gergen, born May 9, 1942, in Durham, North Carolina, was a distinguished American political commentator, presidential advisor, and professor who served under 4 U.S. presidents: Richard Nixon, Gerald Ford, Ronald Reagan, and Bill Clinton. Renowned for his bipartisan approach and eloquent commentary, Gergen shaped the public image of these administrations and later became a senior political analyst for CNN and a professor at Harvard's Kennedy School. He died on July 10, 2025, at age 83 in Lexington, Massachusetts, from Lewy body dementia. With an estimated net worth of $1 to $2 million, Gergen's lifestyle reflected his commitment to public service, education, and family life with his wife, Anne, and their 2 children. This biography explores his early life, career, cause of death, lifestyle, and legacy, drawing on available sources. David Gergen was born to John J. Gergen, a mathematics professor and chairman at Duke University, and Aubine Munger Lermond, in a family of 4 siblings, including Kenneth J. Gergen, a noted psychologist. Growing up in Durham, Gergen attended Durham High School, where he edited the school newspaper, High Rocket, fostering an early interest in communication. His intellectual curiosity led him to Yale University, where he earned a BA in American Studies in 1963, serving as managing editor of the Yale Daily News alongside future luminaries like Joe Lieberman. At Yale, he was part of the Manuscript Society, a testament to his leadership among peers. After Yale, Gergen pursued a law degree at Harvard Law School, graduating with a Bachelor of Laws in 1967. During 3 summers, he interned for North Carolina Governor Terry Sanford, engaging deeply in civil rights efforts, which he later described as his most satisfying experience in public service. Following law school, Gergen served in the U.S. Navy for 3.5 years, stationed on the USS Ajax in Japan. As a damage control officer, he gained skills he later likened to managing crises in the White House. These formative years shaped his pragmatic, service-oriented worldview, blending academic rigor with practical experience. Gergen's political career began in 1971 when a Yale connection led him to the Nixon White House as a staff assistant under speechwriter Raymond K. Price Jr. Despite voting for Hubert Humphrey in 1968, Gergen was hired and rose to director of speechwriting by 1973, working alongside Pat Buchanan and William Safire. His tenure included a brief stint in 1974 writing speeches for Treasury Secretary William E. Simon, where he learned about free markets and fiscal discipline, before returning as Director of Communications for President Gerald Ford in 1975. Tasked with rebuilding trust post-Watergate, Gergen crafted messages like Ford's call to restore the Golden Rule to our political process. In 1980, Gergen advised George H.W. Bush's presidential campaign and joined Ronald Reagan's White House in 1981, initially as staff director before becoming Director of Communications. His most iconic contribution was the rhetorical question Reagan posed in a 1980 debate against Jimmy Carter: "Are you better off than you were 4 years ago?" This line, devised by Gergen, resonated amid economic strife and the Iran hostage crisis, helping secure Reagan's victory. Gergen's ability to distill complex issues into powerful messages defined his influence, navigating challenges like the recession and the AIDS crisis. In 1993, Gergen joined Bill Clinton's administration as a counselor, a controversial move given his Republican ties. He helped Clinton regain footing after early missteps, encouraging the president to reclaim his centrist authenticity. Though his tenure was brief, ending due to partisan tensions, Gergen's bipartisan service underscored his commitment to country over party. His White House roles included speechwriting, communication strategy, and crisis management, earning him respect as a spinmeister who used the bully pulpit for public good. After leaving politics, Gergen transitioned to journalism and academia. In 1984, he joined PBS's MacNeil-Lehrer NewsHour as a commentator, sparring with Mark Shields on Friday political segments, a role that launched his media career. He later served as editor-at-large at U.S. News and World Report, contributing columns, and became a senior political analyst for CNN, appearing on shows like Anderson Cooper 360. His election coverage earned Peabody Awards in 1988 and 2008. At Harvard's Kennedy School, Gergen founded the Center for Public Leadership, mentoring future leaders and authoring books like Eyewitness to Power, 2001, and Hearts Touched with Fire, 2022, which explored leadership through challenging times. David Gergen died on July 10, 2025, at a retirement community in Lexington, Massachusetts, at age 83. His son, Christopher Gergen, confirmed the cause as Lewy body dementia, a progressive brain disease causing cognitive and motor symptoms similar to Parkinson's. Gergen's daughter, Katherine Gergen Barnett, disclosed his diagnosis in a December 2024 Boston Globe column, sharing his reflections on public service. The disease, the second most common form of dementia after Alzheimer's, involves protein deposits affecting memory and movement. Tributes followed, with Harvard's Lawrence Summers noting on X that Gergen showed honor in being a Washington insider. A CNN spokesperson called him relentlessly kind, and Al Gore praised his sound judgment and devotion to doing good. A private burial was held at Mount Auburn Cemetery, with a Harvard memorial planned. With a net worth of $1 to $2 million, earned through White House salaries, media roles, speaking engagements, and book royalties, Gergen lived a comfortable but understated life. He resided in Cambridge, Massachusetts, before moving to a Lexington retirement community, with his wife, Anne Elizabeth Gergen, whom he married in 1967. The couple raised 2 children, Christopher and Katherine, and had 5 grandchildren. Gergen's lifestyle centered on family, intellectual pursuits, and public engagement, reflecting his North Carolina roots and genial demeanor. Known for his 6'5" frame and soft Southern drawl, Gergen carried an air of a genial Boy Scout and erudite professor, as described by the Washington Post. His public persona was one of civility and pragmatism, advocating for bipartisanship in an era of polarization. He lamented the breakdown of goodwill in politics as early as 1994, using his CNN and PBS platforms to call for responsible leadership. Gergen's friendships with figures like Bill Clinton, Dick Cheney, and Colin Powell showcased his ability to bridge divides, while his presence at elite gatherings like Renaissance Weekend highlighted his networking prowess. Gergen's commitment to education was evident in his Harvard role, where he mentored students and founded the Center for Public Leadership. His 27 honorary degrees and board memberships, including Yale, Duke, and Teach for America, underscored his influence. He enjoyed late-night political discussions, a habit formed with Clinton in 1984, and maintained a disciplined routine of writing and lecturing. Social media tributes on X, like at Bill_George A Giant Has Fallen, praised his warmth and wisdom, cementing his image as a trusted statesman. Gergen faced significant challenges, including navigating the Watergate scandal under Nixon and the partisan tensions of Clinton's White House. His appointment to Clinton's team drew criticism from both parties, yet he saw it as an honor, helping Clinton rediscover his strengths. His brief tenure there, cut short by Democrat-Republican animosity, foreshadowed modern polarization, a trend he later critiqued. Gergen's pragmatic politics, never registering as a Republican despite serving 3 GOP presidents, drew scrutiny, but he remained a registered independent committed to social progress and foreign policy hawkishness. Lewy body dementia posed his final challenge, diagnosed before December 2024. Despite cognitive decline, Gergen shared hopeful reflections with his daughter, urging Americans to embrace responsibility amid political fear. His resilience shone in his ability to adapt across administrations, from Nixon's crisis-laden White House to Reagan's ideological battles, and in his transition to media and academia, where he thrived despite initial inexperience. Critics occasionally questioned his role as a spinmeister, arguing he prioritized image over substance, but Gergen defended the power of presidential rhetoric to inspire. His 1980 Reagan line exemplified this, turning a debate moment into electoral gold. His ability to maintain credibility across partisan lines, as noted by CNN, set him apart in a pundit-saturated era. David Gergen's legacy is one of bipartisan service, intellectual rigor, and civic advocacy. Serving 4 presidents, he shaped modern political communication, from Nixon's post-Watergate recovery to Clinton's centrist pivot. His Reagan debate question remains a hallmark of rhetorical strategy, while his work with Ford rebuilt public trust. His books, Eyewitness to Power and Hearts Touched with Fire, offer timeless insights into leadership, with the latter emphasizing resilience in crises. As a commentator, Gergen's measured tone on CNN and PBS provided clarity amid political noise, earning him Peabody Awards and respect as a senior statesman, per the Economic Times. His Harvard tenure, founding the Center for Public Leadership, mentored a generation, with the Gergen Summer Fellowship Program launched in 2023 supporting student internships. His board roles with organizations like the Aspen Institute and with Honor reflected his commitment to civic engagement. Gergen's death prompted widespread tributes. On X, John Coleman called him a good and great man, while Regensbo praised his wisdom, kindness, and wit. His critique of Trump's first term and reflections on America's pendulum politics underscored his belief in enduring values. Survived by Anne, his children, and grandchildren, Gergen's life embodied honor in public service, leaving a blueprint for leadership rooted in integrity and collaboration.